did was savage. Savage. This country would never think about Israel the way they did about any third world country. When they invaded Grenada, when they invaded Panama, when they invaded Iraq, they said they were invading Iraq because of UN resolutions. There are UN resolutions against Israel. Give Israel 6 months. Say, if you're not out of the West Bank in 6 months, we're sending the planes and the ships. They'll never do it. Never do it. That's the double standard. Now, Saddam Hussein had some good points. I'm not saying the man was all bad. I'm saying he didn't use his head. He didn't think, and he let his ego get in the way. And the people around him, just like black politicians, had him floating in the air with pure flattery. And if he don't like you, you're dead. That's the problem. Notwithstanding all of that, I was grieved to see the Iraqi people just suffer. It's for nothing. This country did not have to do that. They didn't have to go to war. They could have reached a settlement peacefully. But Bush wanted to get away from that image of being a wimp. And they wanted to show the might of America to intimidate the whole third world like they cut those slaves' legs off. It was not just Saddam. It was to all the Caribbean, all of Latin America, all of China, all of Asia, all of Africa to say, look at all this power. We can put it on you anytime we get ready. Russia is gone. We are the only true rulers of the world, white America. That's the new world order. That's why they hate Islam. They can't take it over. They took over Christianity. What did the Christians do? What did the Christians do? For our whole life enslaved, what did they do? The whites are saying if we can't take over Islam, we're going to destroy it. They don't care if you become a Buddhist. They don't care if you become a Confucius. You can be a Christian. You can be anything in this world you want. The only thing they are afraid of is Islam, because there's 1,200,000,000. They don't want you with that link. Now, I had a solution for Saddam. I know all these people. I'm not making things up. If I was Saddam and if I had the opportunity, I would have taken Malcolm X and appointed him as my new prime minister. I would have become his deputy prime minister and made Malcolm X the prime minister. I would have sent him to the United Nations, and I would have asked him to negotiate the peace treaty between Iraq and the UN. And when Pickering, the ambassador for the United States to the UN, start talking about, look at the Kurds and look at all these babies that are dying and Saddam is a monster, I'd have turned Malcolm loose. Malcolm would have united the whole Islamic world like Muhammad Ali. He would have united all of Africa like Muhammad Ali. He would have united all the African Americans like Muhammad Ali. And when he told Pickering, you can never scare us. And this is what you did to my people. Do you remember me in Michigan? Do you remember my father who stood for Marcus Garvey? How can you talk about the Kurds? You of all people. You would have had a real new world order. We are the key. There's no one in the world who can do what the African American can do. We have no baggage. We haven't done anything to anyone. We haven't hurt the Chinese. We haven't hurt the Japanese. We haven't hurt the Africans. We are innocent and pure. If we get ourselves together, we are the leaders. Then, the next Saddam Husseins will come to us and say, brother, how should we handle this? And we can give them proper advice instead of being Uncle Toms and puppets. Are there any other questions?